Welcome back, and thank you to everyone who have been watching and subscribing. Welcome to Learning Life. Today, I want to talk about memorization. It sometimes gets a bad rap when it comes to school and education, and I think because we don't have a proper understanding of what memorization is and how it really works. You see, I think we think, oh, well, I just learn my alphabet, I learn my times tables, I have this test, so I have to cram all this information in and then spew it all out and not put on any mental calories because I'm going to forget about it. That's really not learning. That is rote memorization, just that I've got to get this and getting it out. And so really the key thing is with memorization is we want understanding. You see, memory, it is a muscle, and the more we use it, the stronger it gets. You see, as I said, the more we use it, the stronger it gets. It's going to get from our short-term memory into our long-term memory, which is what we want. But really a key thing, as I said, with memorization is having that understanding. If we don't have that understanding, really we're just parroting information. When we have memorization with understanding, then we're in good stead. And so I think about like my daughters right now, they are 1 and they love the alphabet song. We have this little table that plays and the alphabet song comes on and they dance and they groove. I'm sure that they are going to be able to sing the alphabet song before they can really do much else. But that's not really, they haven't really learned it. What they're doing is they're just parroting. What happens when they actually understand what the letters look like and what they say and sound like, then we've really entered into they have learned the alphabet. It's like that with times tables too. How many times we can go 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 4 is 8, la da la da da, with all of our times tables. I know as a child just, going over them and practicing to remember the times tables, like it was a goal that you had to learn them. But I don't think that I actually really had much of an understanding of the times tables. It wasn't until later that I was learning it in teaching. It was like all these lights went on and I'm like, oh, okay, yes, we actually really need to teach the understanding of the times tables, that it's a shorthand way of addition, that we're not like, that it's, we're understanding grouping and we're understanding patterns. Skip counting is a great way to help learn our times tables, with 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. We've got an understanding 5 times 1 is 5, 5 times 2 is 10. We start making these connections and then we can just go through the list. Memorization is good, just this rote, just to get it out there, to not really have an understanding is not good. If we don't have that understanding of them, then we're really not going to make it. That's not true memorization and learning. That's just rote memorization. Oh, I'm done my list. I am done. And we really shouldn't just be giving lists and expecting children to just memorize it. Not the best thing. There are things that we do just need to know. The alphabet, our times tables, maybe it is states and capitals, maybe it is something else. Let's also think about other practical applications. Actors have to learn their lines. They have to memorize in order to be able to get out there. Otherwise, somebody's going to always be having to feed them their lines. If you're out on stage, definitely you have to learn that. Singers, they're going to have to memorize their song lyrics, but of course, they've got an understanding of it. I think of all the poems that I learned, even in primary school, high school, I can still recite all the curses from King Lear from my last year of school. But I had an understanding of that. I actually studied those poems, I studied those lines, I studied those plays, and so I do remember those things. History facts that I have learned and I've recalled because I have an understanding of it. So memory and understanding really should be going hand in hand, and that is really what we want, and we want that for our kids. And memorizing is fun. I know so many times if, kids get this project where they have to memorize a poem and then recite it. I know I've heard the groans, I don't want to do this. What's the point of this? Well, actually what is happening is we're activating parts of our brain, which we need to be using, and we're strengthening it. We're making it a good thing. And, memorization and poetry recitation is fun. And that's what we really want to have for our children, to get in this habit. I want to take short-term memory, move it into my long-term memory, and I'm going to do that by learning and repeating and having it going over and over and over. And I would encourage you to help your children to memorize and to learn things, but make it fun, put it to music. So many of the things that I remember, it's because it's put to music. Curses of King Lear, the tune of New York, New York. So many other things. Oh, I've picked a song and I've put what I've needed to learn to that. That can be fun because of the rhythm, and the melody also really helps us. Maybe it's a game as you're doing it. I've done a lot of throwing balls with children, for skip counting as we practice our times tables. You can make it fun. It doesn't have to be boring. It doesn't have to be a task. But remember, let's strengthen our memory. Let's strengthen our brains this way. And let's have fun doing it. Memorization, it's a good thing. A product that I would like to recommend, one that I've used and actually really recommend for students who have maybe issues with things like dyslexia or fine motor issues that make handwriting an issue, is the Dragon Naturally Speaking software. It comes as a digital download nowadays, which is great. This is a fantastic product. As adults, especially, we can use it for voice commands around our computer, for our emails, for all of that. But for students, this is brilliant, the talk to text function, which really allows that creativity to get ideas out of their head to the page that might be quicker than that handwriting issue. You just talk into your nice little microphone and it types it out for you. And that allows such fluency of ideas for kids. It makes it easier with our creative writing stories, maybe essays that need to be written, whatever it is that really needs to be written. Sometimes that task of handwriting is so slow that just those ideas just get clogged up and we watch the children get frustrated. But if we're using this Dragon Naturally Speaking, this is something that's really worth checking out because it might save a lot of headaches and a lot of frustration for your child. Well, thanks for watching today. I am so pleased that you did. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, subscribe, spread the word. Check out our Facebook page, Learning Life. Leave questions that you might like me to answer, or if you have a vlog topic you'd like me to cover, I would be glad to do so. But again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.